Hello everybody, this is Andrew Parsons coming back to you with another video. Now today we're going to talk about time and why it's so precious when it comes to achieving your dreams and your goals. Now I'm not talking about time management. You can go to Amazon and buy a book about time management. I'm talking about the right mindset. The fact that you have to take advantage of every day that you have and why every day is important for you to achieve your dream. Now if you've ever said to yourself, I got plenty of time, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's get started. Talk about taking control of your time. Now this is another video of mindset in my Achieve Financial Freedom series. Now as I mentioned in previous video, and in other videos, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm hoping that you're already motivated. But what I want to do is give out pointers on how to be successful in your business endeavor. Now, I wrote a book called 13 Things You Must Do to Grow Your Online Business. It's Achieve Financial Freedom. You can get a copy of it down below. I'll put a link in the description. But I just want to go over the essence of time and how to take control of your time and why it's so important. Now, it's something that most people take for granted, and if you go buy a book on Amazon about time management, that's one thing you can learn to do it, but it's more of a mindset thing. And the first thing that I want to point out is there may not be a tomorrow. I know that sounds very harsh, and it's kind of heavy material, if you will. But I learned this very personally myself. My father passed away when I was 34 years old in a car accident. He died instantly, and it was a real eye-opener for me. Obviously, it was a terrible loss, but it just showed me and made me realize how there is no tomorrow. So if you want to take control of the things that you want to achieve, you have to start right away. And this was something that really resonated with me at the time, and it's resonated with me ever since, and it really helped push me in my endeavors online. So the second thing that we need to talk about is your time is truly limited. Obviously it's the same concept as there's no tomorrow, but you have to get out of this limited time prison experience in order to achieve true freedom. Now, what am I talking about limited time prison? For example, if you work an 8-to-5 job, you only have a certain time of the year that you can take vacation. You only have a certain time of the day that it's free. You have to go to work 7 to 4, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, and what have you. So you kind of want to hold, and in order to do that, you have to become financially independent, and that is how to do it. That gives you the freedom that you're looking for. And most of the feedback that I've gotten from people that I've reached out to and spoken to that are in online businesses is they want freedom. It's really not about money. Of course, everybody wants money because that's what gives you freedom. But that is the ultimate goal, is time freedom. So again, that's a reason why I wanted to make this video in particular. Now, number 3, time is more valuable than money. You can have as much money in the world, but you're not going to be able to buy time. That's why you have to try to take every day seriously, be as productive as possible. And money isn't much value if you do not have the time to enjoy it. There are people that work full-time job, they work for somebody else, and they make a good living, but they work 10, 12-hour days, 5, 6, 7 days a week. So you don't want to be in that situation if you can't enjoy your money. So something to think about. Okay, you don't have plenty of time. A lot of people say, I have my dreams, I got plenty of time to do it. I'm 18 years old, I'm 21 years old, I'm 25 years old, I'm 30 years old. You always think you have a lot of time. I'm 51 years old right now. I used to think that way as well. And one day you wake up and you're 40. And if you haven't achieved the things that you're looking to achieve, you might want to get started now, because sometimes it takes a lot longer than you think it will. But if you're truly motivated and with the leverage of the internet and a little bit of desire, you can make things happen. So again, something to keep in mind. Okay, number 5, do not wait until you retire. Now, a lot of people think, okay, well, I have plenty of time to do these things when I retire. Sometimes you can't even retire when you want to retire at 62 or 60 or 55. Sometimes I have an aunt that's in her 80s that's actually still working. So something to avoid is thinking that you can do all these things when you retire. And you don't want to wait till you're retired to, get hung over on a Tuesday night. I don't typically advocate getting drunk and being hungover, but I'm going to extremes to make a point. You would be able to do anything you want to do if you had financial independence, and you want to be able to do things on a random weekday, and that is the key. You can do anything you want, and that is ultimate freedom. Number 6, don't be a corporate prisoner. Now, most people can relate to being a corporate prisoner. Your weekdays revolve around your work day. You have to commute. You have to deal with corporate politics. You have to wait for a raise every year, sometimes every 2 years. Typically, it's 2%, 3%. Unless you're in the executive level, then you might get a better raise, but you know what I mean. You're working 5-day weeks, sometimes 6-day weeks on the weekends, and it's that corporate life that at first it's exciting when you get out of college, but after a while it really starts to take its toll. So again, thinking about how to escape that. Now, can you take long vacations? Now, again, this goes to the same point. Most people can't take long vacations because they only have a limited time. Typically it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, but sometimes all that is bunched in together with your sick time. So even if you do get a vacation, it's typically 2 weeks out of the year. Wouldn't it be nice to actually have some freedom to where you can travel and go anywhere you want, anytime you want, you don't have to ask for time off. So again, time is something that you have to start thinking about if you want to mine success or success in anything for the most part. Your time is now. Your time on earth is truly limited. Now it's time to take control of that time. And the only way to do that is to basically be self-employed, be a solopreneur, entrepreneur, however you want to describe it. Something that you could make your own dollars and you don't have to answer to anybody, and you can gain greater freedom. Okay, number 9. Number 9, there is no later. I can do that later. I can do that later. There's no tomorrow or later. You want to build an online business, whether it's a business or taking a course or getting a degree or traveling, start doing it now. That's my recommendation. Like I said, I waited till my mid-30s to really start taking control of my life, my work situation, getting out of the corporate 9-to-5 and into becoming an entrepreneur. So, there is one last thing, and this is a famous Steve Jobs quote. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you're roughly my age or been around as long as I have, you've heard this quote, your time is limited, so don't waste it living somebody else's life. So, again, something to keep in mind. The time is now. Don't waste it. If you see an opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. And in most times in business, it's always getting in early is really the key sometimes to your, and even if you don't succeed the first time, you're out of the way right now, because ultimately your time will come as long as you're persistent. So once again, this is Andrew Parsons. I'm going to again give away my book. You can copy of it. I'm going to put a link below. Now, if you are watching this video from my newsletter or email list, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notifications key, and I will see you guys in the next video.